Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Dicemension campaign. You may have just come on from our battle, but if you haven't watched the battle, then I would definitely suggest looking below in the description box and checking it out, because we are going to get straight into the post-battle madness with Marv the Marvellous, Ugarog, and Talissa.
Hello.
Around the battlefield, you're able to see lots of different types of death around you. So you've seen a few fallen comrades, and one of the heavies is kind of like holding the dead body of like his good friend, and a couple of the rogues are kind of doing some strange kind of funeral rites on some of their fallen people. So yeah, what are you gonna get up to next?
I go towards Ugarog and I'm kind of like push him with my shoulder. And I'm like,
yeah, I guess
Can you do a strength check for me?
Oh. He's a
And
meaty
can you
man.
counter with a strength check of your own, please?
14.
10.
Okay, you proper knock him. He is actually kind of like, your arm has been knocked.
Ooh. Ooh.
So?
Yeah, I guess you were of help. Yeah. It was really, it was good having you around. Yeah, we should consider giving you something probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, you should talk to Rebel first, maybe, yeah.
Rebel, is it the
She's
tavern
the
lady?
big lady.
Tavern lady. Oh, tavern lady! Hey!
And she kind of like looks up, in tears in her eyes, from like her kind of fallen one of her really close friends, and she's like, yes.
When do we eat?
Yeah, give me a minute, will you? I need to just get everybody safe back in the church, and I'll get our chef to make you something.
Thank you!
She kind of trots off with the rest of the kind of people who are alive, including like the priests and the rogues and the rangers and the kind of one heavy, and they're kind of carrying the dead bodies at this point kind of to the back of the church, including the orcs as well, that seem to have not been on fire, ash, or kind of decimated into the swampy areas.
Not many.
They're kind of throwing the bodies of the orcs into the swamp.
Before they do that, can we check if they had anything valuable, any sort of decent weapons and stuff like that? I'm
Any
looking
orcs in
for the
particular?
big orcs to see if they had something decent.
Sure,
Even if my
okay.
axe didn't really work that well during the battle.
Nice, okay. Yeah, if you want to roll investigation, please.
17.
Okay, yeah, so you're able to see 7 or 8 gold pieces,
Okay.
and you're able to see a small scroll written in Orcish.
Okay. So I read it.
Okay, so yeah,
By myself?
Just by yourself, so you're kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, you don't look dodgy at all. Do you want to roll stealth?
19.
Okay, yeah, you've stealthily managed to kind of sit by a tree, opening this scroll. So yeah, it basically says your target is King Relandus. Don't come back here unless you bring me his head.
Okay.
And
Is
then
it
it's just-
signed by anybody? in
It's
particular?
just scribed by the letter T.
I go back to the mayor
Okay.
and I check up on him. Given
Yeah.
that I'm gonna get the money from somebody.
Yeah, the mayor's kind of orchestrating people to put to put the bodies into the swamp, and is kind of like, doing sort of prayers over them and kind of giving small healing to some of his comrades, and kind of just rubbing the back of the people that are really, really sad. He's like, thank you so much, all of you. Obviously, as promised, I can give you 100 gold pieces for your orchestration in this battle.
And what about us?
I can offer you both 30 gold pieces each.
I have done most of the work.
I've organized stuff.
Can you?
You.
I can spare 10 to each of you.
20.
10.
20.
10.
Can you roll persuasion, please?
This is a haggle.
17.
He says, I can give you 40 gold.
Perfect.
But
See?
I'm not gonna give you my 10.
When-
so you're
Yeah,
gonna
and neither should you. This was a promised fee for his orchestration of this battle, and obviously we didn't know that you were going to arrive, but we are very thankful for your help.
Well, I mean, I'm still thinking that you organized everything. I mean, you may as well be one of them, and you know, just.
Do we really want to get back into what?
No. I mean, I just want to eat.
Yeah. So just
Like,
just go on, go towards tavern, and we'll probably meet up again.
Okay, I'm just completely ignoring him, and I start to go towards the.
And how much can you
Marvellous.
spare me?
Oh, 40 gold, of course.
40 gold. And this is the mayor's separate fee, right? I still can talk to Revel about.
Oh, of
Oh,
course, yes, yeah. Whatever Revel has promised, you know, Revel has promised. This is the fee from the town. That
Of
says
course.
the mayor for your thanks.
And I'm very, very grateful. I'd vote for you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We don't have a voting system here,
Oh.
I'm afraid. It's
Oh.
just
Well, if there ever is one, let me know and I'll vote for you.
thanks. Yes.
I'm going to walk over to Revel now.
Okay. So yeah, Revel's in the church at the moment.
She's in church. Is she doing a prayer or something at the moment, or is she just
No.
sort of freestanding? Cool, right, okay, I'm just going to walk up behind her and just to tap her on the shoulder and be... so, Revel, I'm very sorry to have to speak to you at this very difficult time. We did discuss a business transaction prior to my little episode in the church. I know this is a very insensitive time to bring it up, but I have pressing matters that this money needs to be attending to. So, shall we talk about this later?
What pressing matters?
Personal affairs. I'd rather not bore you with it. It's whenever we can afford
I mean, are you going to be staying over the night at the inn?
I'll probably stay here for a little longer. Yeah.
Well then, are you happy for me to just give it to you when you leave?
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yes. Thanks.
I've got some business to attend to, so I just go up the stairs.
Yep.
Trying to look for the priest that I left
Okay.
behind.
Yep.
Is he still there?
Well, you have to go into the room and see.
Okay, so yeah, I go there.
Yeah, he's still there. Down
Okay.
on his knees, praying.
Okay, so I just look at him, and I'm like, as you can see, we are alive, and you're about not to be. So just intimidating him.
Okay, roll intimidation.
15.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty scared at this point. He
Okay,
already
so
knows.
is there a window in the room?
There is a window in the
So
room.
I just
a
chuck him
couple.
down the window.
Okay. Can you do a strength check, please?
When natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you grapple him quite easily. You're gonna need to roll another strength check to try and throw him out the window.
9.
9. Okay, so you managed to bash him against the glass, but you haven't managed to push him through it.
So I try again, can I?
Yes, strength
Just-
check, please.
Oh, fucking hell, again!
It's
9.
not destiny.
No,
not
bash
meant
him
to be.
again.
He's just
I
whacking
go again. I keep whacking him.
Not meant to be.
And that's a natural 20.
Okay, so yeah, you just bash, and then let him fall through the window. And he splattered
That's what
on
you
the
get.
floor. Right next to Revel, who kind of looks up like, "You're right up there."
Yeah, as you can see, I'm alright. He's not.
Okay, and she just lifts him up, picks him up, and just goes to chuck him in the
Alright.
swamp.
She's a woman of culture.
She likes to take in the sights.
Yes, that's fine.
The museums, the theatres. Okay, so yeah, you can see her walking with the chef back to the tavern.
Okay. So I just walk down, and who's there?
What in the church?
Yeah.
So basically, it's the two priests are wrapping up the bodies of the comrades and doing funeral rites, and basically the rogues and the rangers are in there preparing the funerals and the bodies.
Okay. So I just look very angry at the priests, and then I just leave towards the tavern.
So you're obviously in the tavern at this point.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that you've seen the crocodile. So it's quite muggy and obviously swampy outside and quite foggy. But as soon as you walk in, the atmosphere is quite nice. It's quite calm. You're able to see sat around some tables are 7 guards who appear to be sleeping.
Okay. I push the door very hard so that it kind of makes any noise to see if they actually wake
Okay,
up.
can you do a strength check for me, please?
3.
Okay, it's basically nobody wakes up.
Enter, pushing my feet
You're
very
stomping,
hard,
stompy. Okay, nobody seems to be waking up. You obviously wouldn't know this, but you guys know that these are obviously the ones who were there to protect the king and the people in the tavern.
So I go to the one that is closer, and I kind of like push him. Is it wearing like armor or?
Oh no, just leather armor.
Okay, so I just. Hey!
He wakes up. Yeah. Hello. Oh god, sleeping on the job. Oh god, someone's gonna kill me. Oh, everybody's sleeping. Oh, phew. Yes. So I'm sorry. Yes. Ma'am.
And you are?
My name is Fijim, ma'am.
Fijim. And you are?
I am one of the townspeople here that is with Revel, and we are here to protect the king. Oh god! And he kind of gets up and kind of scrambles over the table to go and kind of check on the people downstairs.
Okay. And I just follow him because I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what king?
Okay, so at this point, obviously you've arrived.
I praise the situation before my eyes.
Loudly?
Loudly?
Yes.
Well, I just say, what's going on in here? Where is the king safe?
Can you roll a charisma check, please?
16.
Okay, so yeah, a couple of people wake up and go, what?
Sleeping on the job? How is the king and his fiancée?
Oh, the king! The king!
Yes, the king! Is he safe? We'll go check. No. Just stand around.
So, like a woman and a man kind of get up to kind of scramble down to see what's going on. So there is 4 people still sleeping.
Okay, I just stand up on a table and I get my pan flute out and I'm just going to pick the most shrill note and I'm just going to play really badly.
Roll performance.
11.
Okay, so one of them wakes up.
One of them wakes up.
Oh god, my head doesn't half hurt. Oh.
Can you wake up this rowdy bunch? We're trying to check on the status of your king.
Oh gosh, the king. Yes. Let me just see if I can wake everybody up. And he's kind of like, trying to grab things around. At this point, Revel walks in and is like, those mother.
You all right, Revel? I've woken up most of them.
Thank you, Marv. These bloody idiots.
My
They're
pleasure.
drinking again. And she grabs 2 massive wine bottles and just lobs it behind their heads. So she's gonna do...
I jump down from the table and take cover.
So one actually hits one of them. One just goes like, flies past the head. So one wakes up like, ah! Bloody hell! What has happened? And then she kind of looks up and Revel's like... And she's like, I don't know what happened. She's like, you better explain yourself, quick! Why on earth is everybody sleeping on the damn job? We have innocent people to protect. And the woman's like, I honestly don't know. I've never slept on the job in my life. I was just drinking some of the wine that went around and I felt a bit sleepy. That's all. Revel's like literally grabs this woman up to her face and she's like, if I find out you're lying, if I sniff anything, I swear to God you will go in the swamp, and just kind of pushes her away. And it's like, okay, I need to make sure that people and the king are alright. Marv, can you stay here, make sure, no, that person does not leave, please.
Absolutely.
Okay, so she's going to disappear off. The woman's going to kind of pick shards of glass out while this elven man is kind of like...
And I'm just going to sit uncomfortably close to the woken up guard and I'm just going to tune my instrument and just kind of glare at him now and again.
The elf is like, look, I don't know what happened. I mean, if one of us was sleeping on the job, then yes, I would suppose it would be a cause for concern. But all of us sleeping. It's very strange, and I'm feeling
I see.
not feeling quite well.
So you're saying you were charmed to sleep?
Well, I'm an elf. It's very difficult to charm me.
Oh, of course. Of course. Did you see anyone come in at any point?
Into the tavern?
Yes.
No one apart from us guarding the door, and
Were all of you accounted for in here? Asleep? Was this everyone? All the guards?
no, there were 7 of us in total. I mean, it's just me and her now, so we're missing like 5 of us.
Do you think one of the guards might have done something to all of you?
No, these are my sisters and my brothers. I cannot.
Well, I mean, either you just all fell asleep at the same time during a battle, or one of you is a traitor. Just might want to think about that.
Are you trying to intimidate or persuade?
Probably more persuade. I'm not
Okay.
trying to intimidate him. I'm
Right.
just sort of
Roll persuasion.
20. Not
It's
a natural. But
It's like,
a traitor.
if you'll excuse me a moment.
Of course.
He kind of walks down the stairs. So you come in now into the bar, and you see Marv kind of like tuning his instrument, looking at a woman picking glass out of her arm.
Quite
And no one
intently.
else is there.
What's going on now?
Well, I think there's a conspiracy afoot. I think someone might have put the guards asleep.
Why
I mean,
would...
have
Okay.
you ever seen a situation where 7 guards all fall
Oh,
asleep
yeah.
simultaneously?
I mean, not
during a battle?
simultaneously, but people sleeping, yeah.
During a battle,
Well,
with a king downstairs to defend. In the day.
fair enough. I guess you have a point. Yeah. Because,
I don't even need to ask you to roll persuasion.
I think we should block the door. I think we need to get to the bottom of this. I think one of the guards is fishy.
Yeah, but we have some people outside as well. Do we really want to lock everybody else
But
up as
none
well?
of the. But we know that whoever it is must be in here with us.
How do you know?
I'm guessing. At least someone should guard the door and stop anyone from.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're.
I am not a guard.
You're
am
a
I?
big, scary-looking orc. You're
Is
intimidating.
that a compliment?
Yes. You're a big warrior. They're not going to stop at the door for a half-elf and bard. I mean, they're gonna stop.
Grab me a beer and wait there.
I'll grab you a beer.
Yes.
Roll persuasion, please.
Persuasion. Okay.
And can you roll to counter, please?
Natural one.
Okay.
But I'm persuasion, yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, yeah, you got natural 1, so you're like, thank you, I am a really strong. I will stand in that doorway, guard it with my life. That's how you're feeling right now.
All right,
But I will get you that
Grab me
beer.
a beer, please.
I'll grab you that beer.
and do shower me with compliments.
Always. Devil's not in, so.
Pour me one.
I'm gonna just pour one, but I'm just gonna put. Is it 1 gold for 1 stein?
No, it'd be like a silver piece.
A silver. So I'll
Yeah.
I'll put 2 silver down for the trouble
Okay.
of helping myself.
Yeah.
I'll put 2 on the counter and take 1.
Can you roll sleight of hand, please?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not an experienced barman, am I? Yeah, that's true. I could really make
You're
a
not
mess
just
of
like
this.
drinking, I guess.
I might have to put a little
Oh,
bit more than
imagine
2 silver.
Ravender comes up so upset with you, putting beer everywhere.
No, that's not what I want. 11.
Okay, yeah, so you pour a pretty decent pint, but it is kind of quite a lot of
Lots of froth.
Yeah.
Okay, so I look at it with bewilderment. I thought, oh, I've not really done this before, but I take it over to you full of pride. There you go.
Yeah, alright.
Well, it's not to your liking?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a bit of a beard. Sorry. I thought I'd walk away at first place.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, nice. So yeah, as you go down the stairs, you're able to see that 5 of the guards have kind of rushed down to kind of jolt awake the civilians that are down there. And Revel goes over to speak to the king and is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Is everything okay? Everything fine?" And the King Relandis is like, "Yes. I mean, I've had a fantastic time. I've gone to Lavish and lots of wine and hear the tales of people, and then we had a nice nap, and I've just been woken up now, and yeah, it's been very pleasant actually." You're able to see that one of the guards is trying to shake awake Rolandis's fiance, and she's not waking up. The guard's like, Revel? She's like, yes, Gref, you're right. And then he's like, so she's like, anyone good at medicine? I don't do medicine. And then one of the civilians kind of gets up and says, yes, I'm quite adept. So he's going to roll a medicine check. She's dead.
And I just I go back towards the stair, like I don't want to get involved in this. It's not my problem. I just wanted to eat something. That's literally what I wanted to do.
Revel's like, oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. Guards, get the civilians back home, please, and then everyone, I need you to come back here, please. So they all start to kind of shuffle away from the bar, and a few of the children are like, so you two can see kind of rushing up the stairs like loads of civilians and guards and crying children and whispering.
Well, what's going on now? Why are you crying? What is it?
The woman's dead.
Who is that?
What woman?
I don't know, the pretty blonde woman. She's not blonde. She's a red-haired woman.
Not the king's fiance.
The one that came with the king. Yes.
Do you know her?
Yeah, I met her briefly in the church.
Okay, you seem
very briefly.
weirded out about it.
No, I wasn't the one that was being weird.
Roll deception. Roll insight, please.
That's ridiculous.
Mine
I'm a
is...
lying bastard. Well, it's 26.
No, I mean mine is 10.
You're like, fair enough.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you say so.
She was being
So
gross.
all of the guards at this point, and the civilians are kind of trying to push past you.
You're not getting out of here if you don't explain me what's going on.
Right, can I please solicit all of the guards to just stand to one side? We just want to talk to you about these events, these very troubling events. Would you mind just staying behind and letting all the civilians leave?
Who are you? Revel told us we need to get the civilians to their homes.
Well then, bring Revel up here and I will discuss this with her.
I do not need to do anything for you.
Okay, well then, do you mind watching the door and I'll go speak to Revel myself, seeing as this guard is
Alright.
being too lazy to. So I'm going to go find Revel.
Okay. So you walk downstairs and he's like, oh, Marv, you okay? And you can see that the king is kind of sat there being consoled by Revel, and Revel's kind of trying to calm him down, but he's like,
So I just sort of pull Revel to one side
Uh-huh.
and then just say, I'm terribly sorry. I slightly countermanded your order for your guards to go and take the civilians to one side. Could we please just have the guards essentially quarantined just for a very brief time in this tavern?
I know. Marv.
You know where I'm coming from?
I know where you're coming from, but I've told them all to be back here, and I can tell you for a fact that they will never attempt to do anything to get on my bad side.
Okay, well then, it's fine. I'll tell them they can leave.
Actually, you could sit here with Rolandus for a bit, because I need to do some bar stuff, and maybe you can help him feel a bit better. It's what you do, right?
Of course, yes. Merrymaking.
She kind of just like stands up, doesn't even care if you say yes or no, and just starts walking.
So,
King's like,
Your Majesty, I'm deeply sorry about this absolutely irreparable loss.
can you roll perception for me?
I slowly go towards them and I take a seat on the floor. Just just watching him.
7.
He's inconsolable.
I feel like anything I do would just make it more awkward. I'm just going to give him his space. I'm just going to sit relatively near, but not uncomfortably near, and I'm just going to occasionally just sort of pat him on the shoulder and...
Okay, can you do a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, he's going to try and hug me violently. Oh, 24.
Okay, so he goes to like hug your leg, but you like...
Whoa. You could just ask me for a hug, Your Majesty.
Okay. And he just sobs into your chest, but
No.
you don't really seem to feel any wetness on your blouse.
Oh, okay, I'm going to be a bit manipulative. I'm just going to say that there, Your Majesty. I know that you were terribly close to your fiancée, and she would have made a grand queen.
Roll deception, please.
Oh, natural 20.
Yes, he's like, yes, she probably would have made a very good wife of convenience.
Wife of convenience, Your Majesty? Not a love of passion?
No, I mean, no, of course not.
No!
And
Don't be
you
silly.
can see that his kind of upset voice sort of starts turning a little bit more like, no, of course not. No.
No, I'm not going to say that. He is a king. I was going to say. Well, that's how politics works, isn't it? It's just more political posturing and manoeuvring. It's what you have to do in the service of your kingdom.
Yes, absolutely. The love of my life is not allowed to be my queen. So, but at the same time, I'm not happy with her death. She was still a loving and caring woman. A bit odd. Her tastes were a little bit odd, but yeah.
So, do you mind me asking how did this happen? She was here safely with you and the civilians, and she wasn't in the battle. How did she?
I don't know. We all took a nap, but she's not alive.
Okay, Your Majesty, may I be frank? I think one of your guards is a traitor.
Well, they're not my guards.
Whose guards are they?
The guards of the town.
Oh, really? Well, then I suspect that one of the guards of Olvi is doesn't have your best interests at heart. In fact, the same could be said about your entourage in the church. They were not on your side. They were trying to manipulate you.
Well, yes, I mean, as is being the king, I suppose.
And how long did you travel to get down here? The capital is very far away from here.
Yes, it took about 2.5 months.
What? 2.5 months?
Yeah, well, we had to travel by sea, and then we had to walk, and...
Why? Why come all the way down here, so far away from the capital?
Well, we were told that Olvi was one of the places on our stops.
Stopping for what?
I don't really know. I don't really know what we were doing, to be honest. My priest and my friend kind of told me what to do, and I just came along. It's my kingly duty.
To be told what to do?
Well, I mean,
You're the king. You are the power.
Roll persuasion, please.
16.
Yes, I know that I am the king. I am the leader, but it has always been that the church has been very close to the rule of Mamora, and we do the things that the church asks us to do, and then the church makes sure that we continue our power. I think that's how it works.
How long has your illustrious reign lasted thus far?
2.5 months.
Wow! Gosh, so this must all be very new. And wait, hang on. So you as soon as you were coronated, you left
Yes.
to come down here.
Well, yes, but we didn't just come to here. We went to lots of places.
Oh, and you don't know what you were doing in any of them?
Well, yes, we were talking about the relations between the Mamora and those places.
So how awkward is it that I just killed one of your high priests?
Bad.
Bad for you? Are you in trouble?
You killed him?
Well, me and the mayor.
Roll deception, please.
25.
25. Yes, I suppose it was the mayor, right? More the mayor than you.
Yes, of course. We were defending ourselves. I mean, it seemed like someone was trying to harm the mayor in your entourage, and I couldn't allow that to happen.
Yeah, that is a shame. I know that the people of Mamora can be quite harsh, and it's not the first time that I've seen him act that way in front of leadership. And I just really enjoy the travelling. I mean, I've just enjoyed getting to meet lots of new people, and it saves me having to be in court, which is going to be a right bore. I can tell you that for a fact. As soon as I get back to Mamora, and get married, maybe not get married, but yeah.
So who's looking after your place now?
Probably the order.
And are you going to be in trouble with the order when you get back?
No, I'm the king. I mean,
Yeah, good.
I think they'd be quite happy that I'm alive. I suppose. I'm just a bit worried how I'm going to get back to the capital.
How did you get here?
With my entourage.
So is there anyone left who could take you back?
No.
Wait, so are you a stranded king right now?
Oh God, no! Now he's inconsolable.
Oh, whoops. I just made him feel better.
Can I check if does the body look normal or
Roll a
what's
medicine
her-
check, please.
in 12?
12. Okay, yeah. So you see that she seems very pale.
Okay. Is she cold?
Yes.
Very, very cold or?
Well, yes. She's cold because she's dead. But
Yeah. Yes, but if she... I'm asking.
It's a good question.
I'm asking because if she's very cold, it means that she has been dead for a while.
Oh, we got CSI in the house there. Alright.
Nice. So yeah, she is pretty cold, yes. But she's also laying on stone.
Yeah. Okay.
So the king, who's now bawling his eyes out, I just sort of again touch him on the shoulder, give him a pat, and just say, "We will figure this out."
He grabs your hand. He says, "You are good warrior. Yeah, yes."
Well, I wouldn't say.
And I look at him and I'm like,
You're gonna laugh. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Can you roll persuasion, please?
I just glare at her. Really? I've been in a battle just now.
26.
Okay, so the king drops the hand of the bard and goes, "Yes, maybe you're right. You.
Look at, don't touch me.
No, you're kind of far away. He's just pointing at you. He's just kind of like, but you're a better warrior then, yes?
I'm not a warrior. I don't touch people. I just use spells.
You use magic, yes?
Yes.
I can pay you very, 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 very handsomely if you get me home.
I don't have 2 months. 2 months is a long time. I don't even know if I'm gonna be alive next week to bring you back to whatever place you come from.
I can pay you thousands.
I'd visibly sit forward.
You can have places in my court, homes, horses,
Let's do
magic.
something. Let's eat something first together. And we can talk about that. I think you need to eat something as well. I'm starving right now.
Okay.
So we can go upstairs, have a nice drink, eat something, and then we can have a thought. What do you think?
And you can tell him all about your
Okay.
exploits in battle.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just calm down. Just stop to cry. You know, you're still alive, so it's
Okay. Roll
something.
persuasion.
You're talking to a king.
10. Yes. I'm still very, very sad, but I think
know.
maybe some food might make me feel better.
Yes. Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
Off we go.
Okay.
We leave the body there. Like.
Okay. So as you go up the stairs, you're able to see
I'm still there like...
what you're able to see is that Revel is standing with her hands on her hips, as are you, but you're opposite each other. And around in a semicircle are all 7 of the guards. And Revel is stood in front of the guards, and you're stood behind them with your hand kind of near your axe.
Ooh.
Marv, Talissa, yes, we have some food for you here.
Thank you.
And then once you've eaten, please give us a hand, if you will, in sorting out this mess. And she kind of looks at all the guards and she says, "You, on the other hand, will not be eating."
I just sort of awkwardly sidle around the table.
Like, I'm completely not caring of whatever is happening. I just want to eat something. And I said to the king, you, come on, let's eat something.
Okay.
It's like he's a dog. Come on, Majesty.
So you kind of sit down in the corner, and yes, so you sit down, and in front of you, the chef kind of brings out. He says, I didn't have a lot of time to make this, but I've made you some fried chicken.
Oh,
Whoa.
So you've got this. You've got basically like different types of fried chicken in front of you. So you've got like a few wings covered in like lemon and garlic. You've got like and some like, and then you've got like a crusty kind of herby, like large like drumsticks. You've got some thighs covered in like spicy kind of mushrooms and stuff, and then in the center you've got kind of like this little kind of like fried vegetables that are actually sizzling. He's brought it out on the actual frying pan, so it's still sizzling in the butter.
Oh, yummy. Oh, finally! Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for the entire time. Literally entire time. And I grabbed one of the thighs and I'm like, I bet to the king, I bet you don't have this in your capital. Like very confident about our I didn't even try the food yet. And I'm like, this is gonna be so good.
Drinking, look at this tavern chicken. Whoa.
We don't have this in your palace!
Your palace. Chicken drumsticks in this.
So he's gonna kind of like pick up one of like kind of the crusty herby kind of fried pieces of chicken. Gonna bite it like, oh, that's hot. Okay, and then he's literally like gobbling this like
nothing that food
down.
cannot fix, isn't it?
Yeah.
He eats like a commoner.
And his constitution's starting to get better. Like he's a little bit more rosy, like because he seemed really really pale and just kind of a little bit and pallid, and now he's kind of like rosying up a little bit. And yeah, he's brings over a couple of mugs of like mead over to you and is like, drink this. And then he brings over this very small, delicate little flower that it as you open this little flower, it's got like a little tiny little chocolate cake in it. It's like, this is a gift for you from me for your greatness in the battle. I was able to see it out of the window and I saw a fireball just magnifique, and kind of puts this little flower in front of you.
Thank you. You are the only one here that understands heart. Thank you. Thank you. And I grab it. And I'm like, I'm gonna leave it on a side because I wanna eat it, but I wanna eat it later.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drink. I'm
Okay.
gonna say to the king, do you think you can stay here for like 5 minutes? Just taking your time, relax a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. But be before that, otherwise I'll eat all of this.
No, I'm okay. I had mine. It's fine. I'm feeling much better now.
Great,
You know.
okay, sure. And he's like, he's
And I look
digging in.
at you like, do we want to check what's going on? Only because I want to get my money, not...
Yeah, let me just finish this chicken.
Okay.
Just one
Okay,
minute.
so what you're able to hear in this tavern, apart from just munching, awkward munching, is just heavy stomping boots that as Revel is pacing up and down these guards, like getting visibly really angry, and like her pace is starting to kind of quicken up so slightly.
Right. I'm gonna rush through the last few bites and then push the plate away. Stand up. All right, let's go interrogate. Let's do it. She's sounding restless in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the king still just sat at the table eating?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's
he's
having his
feasting.
fill. Actually, the chef kind of comes to sit down with him and is like, King, do you have any requests? And the king's like, make me anything that you have. And the chef's like, yes, okay, I'll bring out the best things that we have. And the king's like, if you make me something good, then maybe you can come with us and you can have a job in the capital. And he's like, yes, yes, okay, and you can just hear just crashing and banging coming from the kitchen at this point.
Pots and pans flying everywhere. The big city.
Bright lights.
Bright lights.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So what do I see with the guards? Do I see anything going on? Or just
So it's just
nervous?
you're just seeing the backs of them at the moment, but you can kind of like, you can't see the three right in front of you, but you're able to see like the sides of the faces of the other kind of four, and yeah, they are looking particularly nervous.
Is there anybody looking weirder than the other ones from the angle?
Roll perception.
3.
No. Not that you can tell.
Come on, 3.
So Revel's like, Olgarog, Marv, Talissa, thank you very, very much for your help here. And she gets out 4 chairs and she's like, please, let's sit.
Okay.
The mayor will be here shortly. But for the meantime, let's get to the bottom of this, shall we?
And then we actually we're sat in a circle, almost like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Well, it's more like a semicircle with like a line.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a half of a pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Right. So it's sort of
Food's on my brain now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want fried chicken.
I want pizza.
I want pizza and fried chicken.
Okay, so we're sat in this half a pizza.
And Revel's like, stand for roll call, and the and all of the guards kind of stand, and they say, because they're going from left to right. Rodan, Vano, Betts, Gref, Didrir, Fijim, and Rild.
Is there anyone that looks a bit uncomfortable, or do they look the same?
Roll perception.
6.
Not that you can tell. So she goes up to Rodan and is like, Rodan, you are the only elf here. I suggest we start with you. And then she says, which one of you 3 would like to interrogate this one with me?